Namaste. Let's start with some pranayama breathing exercises. Prana refers to the life force energy that abides within all living things. Ayama means to stretch, to extend. So pranayama breathing exercises stretch and extend the life force energy that abides within all living things. It affects all systems of the body, and you'll experience the benefits, especially if you practice them regularly. So let's begin. I'll count out for you. If you find that your breath doesn't necessarily correspond to my counting, that's okay. Do your best. Over time, this will change. We're going to do 8 rounds. You're going to inhale through your nostrils to a 3/4 lung capacity, and then you're going to gently hold the breath. Then you're going to exhale through the mouth. So let's begin. Inhale through the nostrils, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the nostrils, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. Now just exhale it all out. Just let it all go. Just let it all go. Let go of thoughts of the day. And now just breathe naturally. Notice the effects. And let's begin on our back. You're going to hug your knees into your chest and feel the low back flatten to the floor. And begin to make some circles with the knees. Inhale as the knees come closer, and exhale as they fall away. So you're connecting to breath, connecting to body here. Yoga refers to, there's a triangle, the mind, the body, and the breath. Any change to any one of these 3 is going to affect all 3. Go ahead and reverse the direction. So as you begin to consciously change your breath, you're going to begin to feel different in your body, and your mind will be affected. Of course, the things that we think will also affect our breath, our body. So the 3 are always in harmony. Go ahead and take the left foot down to the floor and inhale. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling, press through the heel, and reach your fingertips beyond the crown of the head. Pause. And exhale, hug the knee into the chest. If you'd like, option is to bring the forehead to the knee. These are always options. Go ahead and drop the head back down. And again, inhale. Pause at the top of the inhale. And exhale. Moving slowly as if you were moving through yogurt. Now you may find, just follow your own breath, and you may find that your breath rhythm is a little bit different than mine. You might find that yours is a little slower or a little faster, and that's okay. The idea is to tune into your own rhythm. Let's do one more on this side. So your practice becomes like a moving meditation. And let's go to the other leg now. So as you exhale, you hug the knee into the chest. This is very good for digestion as well. Inhale, extend the leg up. Pause, feel the stretch as you flex the foot. You feel a stretch in the leg. Exhale. Our natural rhythms change throughout the day. They change depending on the weather, and they change throughout our lives. Tend to move more slowly as we move through life. So just finding your own rhythm. It's so easy to get caught up in the rhythm of externals. So as we take the time to come to the mat, draw our attention inward and tune into your own rhythm, your body's innate intelligence. Good. Now go ahead and lower that foot down, and now let's come back to the right leg. You're going to take your right ankle onto your left thigh. Now for some of you, you may already feel a stretch in your right outer hip glute area. If you don't, go ahead and lift the left foot up off of the floor until you begin to feel a nice gentle stretch through the right outer hip here. Just allow yourself to be present with the sensations of the body and with the breath. Find the stillness underlying thinking mind, underlying all your thoughts. There is stillness. Go ahead and lower that foot down. And let's take it to the other side. Right foot down, left ankle to the right thigh or knee. Once again. Oh, and if you find it's hard to grab onto your leg, you could use a tie or a strap or something. You can take it behind your leg and you can use that as well if you have a hard time grabbing onto the back of your leg. So as you become aware and you draw your attention inward, you start to notice, where am I holding tension unnecessarily? How are my ankles doing? Where can I let go? So much of your practice is simply about heightening your awareness to the inner landscape that we create within ourselves unconsciously. Good. And then go ahead and release that down. Next, we're going to do what's called a vinyasa flow, flowing from one pose into the next. So as you exhale, you're going to hug both knees into the chest. Then you're going to bring your feet down. Now notice as you bring your feet down slowly, you'll feel the abdominals engage a bit. You're going to inhale, your hips come up as your arms come to the floor above your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. And then as you exhale, lower down your upper back first, then your mid back, and telescope your spine. Lengthen through the tailbone, creating space between each vertebra. Once the buttocks is down, hug both knees into the chest. You'll feel it in the abdomen and squeeze it in. And again. Now when you bring your feet down to the floor, make sure your heels are directly under your knees. You don't want to have your knees over your toes. If it's uncomfortable for you to bring your arms overhead, you can bring your arms out to the sides. Maybe your shoulders don't like being overhead. Uniting breath and movement. See if you can coordinate and make your breath and movement of equal length. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Feel it in the shoulders. Feel it in the side ribs. If you like, you can bring the forehead up. You only want to do that which feels comfortable and appropriate. My teacher used to say, when you feel good in the body, the mind is less disturbed. So that's one of our goals. Yoga ultimately is for the mind, the study of the nature of the mind. So first we become aware of the body, and then we become aware of the mind. The mind's the more subtle body. And release it down. Good. Now let's come into our first twist here. You're going to take your right ankle back to your thigh and just let the whole formation drop to the left. Now, if this feels uncomfortable, all you have to do is unhook the foot and let it rest on your inner ankle. You want to turn your head the opposite direction. Notice how your cervical spine, your neck, is facing one direction, while your lumbar sacral region of the low back is facing the other direction. Bring your head to center first. You may wish to unravel the legs as you bring it to center, and then we'll try the other side. Left ankle to the right thigh, and just let it drop. No pain, no pain. No pain, no pain. This is also good for digestion. Gives your lower intestines a nice little squeeze. Try to make your breath as relaxed as possible. Notice where you're holding tension. See if you can relax and let go. You may wish to unravel the foot before you bring it back to center. Good. And then hug both knees into the chest. Inhale, extend your legs up to the ceiling. And then let your legs drop into a wide V. You can soften your knees. But use your hands for support. You can rest your elbows down on the floor with the wrists over the elbows as props. Got a nice view of my foot there. And then bring it back to center. Drop the feet down to the floor and slide and lengthen through your whole body. So what I'd like you to do now is let your right leg slide over to the right and then follow it up with the left leg. Your body is beginning to come into a crescent moon shape. Now your right hand grabs onto your left wrist, and that pulls over as well. So the whole left side of the body is open. Notice how my left hip as well as my left shoulder stay down. If you'd like to make it stronger, you could cross your left ankle over your right ankle. But if this creates pain or discomfort in the hip or elsewhere, just let your ankles uncross. Breathe into the left side. Notice how the pose facilitates breathing, and breathing enhances the pose. So they work together. You can feel the muscles between the ribs expand. Let's bring it to center. Release the left leg, then the right, and then slide it on over. Left leg first, then right. This time your left hand grabs onto your right wrist and you give yourself a nice expansive side stretch. Option to cross the right ankle over the left. And you just trust in the poses. You don't have to force anything. The poses themselves release resistances out of the body. You have these meridians of energy that run through the body. In yoga, they're referred to as nadis, N-I-N-A-D-I. And when you have tension in the body, these nadis get blocked, not unlike a dam blocks a river. So as you release the resistances, the tension out of the body, your energy will begin to flow. Let's go ahead and bring it to center. Hug both knees into the chest once again. Circle around and notice how you're feeling already. You're going to roll to your side. The reason why you roll to your side is so that you can bring yourself up with a neutral spine. Use your top hand to push yourself on up. And see if you can bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. If it's difficult for you to sit up without rounding, then I recommend taking a bolster or a folded blanket and sitting on it to elevate your hips up. Go ahead and begin to roll your shoulders back as if you were doing a backstroke, but with just the shoulders. Or better yet, imagine there's a paintbrush on your shoulder and you are painting a beautiful rainbow on each side. And notice how your chest faces a different direction. So you face to the left and then you face to the right. You feel your shoulder blade slide in and down. Now, if you'd like, you can explore bringing the arm into it so that you are doing a lovely backstroke. Inhale it up and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. One more on each side. Remember, you don't have to do the arms. You can do just the shoulders. Good. And then bring it to center. Drop the chin down into the chest. And then just let your head tilt from side to side. Feel the nice stretch through the back of the neck. There's so many muscles back there. So every direction you tilt your head is accessing a new muscle. Good. And go ahead and bring it to center. And bring your arms out to the sides and just rotate your arms. A full rotation so the palms are facing up, and then rotate and they're facing up again. Amazing, really. So it seems like such a simple thing, but we don't often do this on a daily basis. Just simply take a full rotation of our rotator cuff, our ulna and radius. So really accessing the full peripheries of your rotation. Good. And release. Then go ahead and have a seat. Extend your legs out into a wide V. Lean back and just turn your feet out and in, out and in. Now this may seem like it's for the ankles, but it's for the hips. So you begin to feel how the femur rotates into the pelvic girdle, mobilizing and oiling the joint of the hips. And breathe. Make sure the knee, the eye of the knee and the toes are pointing in the same direction. Good. Take a deep breath. Notice how you feel. So this ends the first 20-minute session. You can go on to add another 20 minutes, but this was a full session, including back bends and forward bends. And Thank you all so much for the gift of your presence. Namaste.